feel it. And Myles Garrett's 3 getting the record. And we're playing Baltimore and Cleveland. We beat them in Baltimore earlier. But just, we know that's not a guaranteed win, though. If we beat them at home. Lamar Jackson versus Baker. Hey, right here gets us the amount of wins that we want. Right here.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden.
Right here gets us where we want to be. Right here.
Okay, coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today,
and Colquitt kicks it off.
Season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland
And that's a
Browns.
face mask.
And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
How do you... Man, Ben, keep your hands away from the face.
We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly.
Oh, come on.
Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
How the fuck you gonna call that?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter.
How are you gonna call that?
You get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Oh, look there at
He had like 3 first runs. The
fuck. 22 carries.
He had like 2 first runs.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team.
Picked off Denzel Ward!
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And Denzel Ward!
Ooh, with a juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown, Cleveland!
Touchdown.
Woo! That is how you fucking do it!
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success.
That is how you fucking play. That is how you play.
And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the
Yeah, I feel like there will be a lot of swearing this episode.
Season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all
Damn,
the
I love that play.
nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of swearing in this episode.
Maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they
How's that not an eligible receiver? He's more than a yard downfield.
Their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, come on, man. What the fuck you... Nope.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it,
nope.
Not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. 3rd down here.
Hollywood Brown.
So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyway, you might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual
And Lamar Jackson getting...
Way easier said than done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, you can't keep forgetting about Lamar Jackson.
1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Jackson fumbles the ball!
And his guys will take it at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
Okay, let's go.
He's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Let's go. I like this.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year.
And Chubb. And the first run gets
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Yeah.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And some space here.
Nice block by Odell.
Inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the
caught by Odell.
The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
They go with Chubb on second down.
And Chubb.
Down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield over the middle.
Touchdown, Browns!
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Good.
Defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets there. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll take this.
Lamar Jackson turns the ball over on the
up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
Ingram gets sent down in the backfield.
Typically, those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Woo!
Maybe anticipating a blitz and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On second down now, it's Ingram. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it. He will. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Let's go. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. On second and 11 now. Jackson brought in left side.
And Randall makes the grab.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead.
Snead makes the
and
grab.
The first down as he gets this to the 47. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
We have to contend with Lamar.
Down is one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner.
They're in field goal range. This would be a great time to get pressure. Or not.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game
down
plan.
to the 13-yard line.
There, you're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's got his man.
The touchdown!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Justin Tucker is good.
Big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails.
Hey,
not at all.
We got to cover them, though.
And that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this across the 25.
Antonio Callaway.
Up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. His first carry of their second.
We're going to run outside run.
First drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on first down.
Chubb!
And he'll be taken down
into the secondary again.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mayfield. And this one's
you gotta catch that shit, Davis.
To get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Why was Chubb so slow, though?
The 38. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the run, this is Hilliard. Short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well,
hey, 4 down, 4 down.
He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mayfield going to take it on a sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And what's this? Oh, the Browns are line up in Wildcat.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb.
Shit.
And
Chubb gets blown up in the backfield.
They're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield being chased out left.
And Mayfield can't make the throw.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Shit.
Trying to force it in there.
The kick is good. He puts it through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Come on, go.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
And Myles Garrett just missed him.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Discipline.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And Jackson misses.
But that one incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
It's a few.
43 for a pickup of right around 5. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
Lamar Jackson.
The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Chubb.
He's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Almost broke that.
As they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's I
had the outside.
To the 12-yard line.
I had the outside.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Odell Beckham into the secondary. Down the sideline.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play.
Woo! Yeah.
63 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And Chubb gets down to the 13.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hey, 133.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say
He's going down in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here.
Picked off!
Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head.
Damn it.
Before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Why did you drop that, Grady? I know it would not matter anyway.
That looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Jackson now. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Jackson to throw. Roberts has it. And they'll get this
in Baker's defense in that one, that was the right read.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Hey.
We always talk about
okay.
how to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well,
bring the pressure.
Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
Single.
Firing quickly
again, roughing the pass.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken
plus
down at the 27.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to make it 14-17 by the half, aren't they?
And Jackson throwing once more.
Touchdown!
And he is into the end zone for Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Damn it.
The lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it.
Okay, I like what we have, though.
Touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Should have been able to break that tackle.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that.
Oh, that's picked.
That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
Really
no less than the passer?
And that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Mayfield.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
5 wide.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is taken in at the...
Touchdown, Cleveland!
Into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But I want to know, how quick did we score? 23 seconds.
They lead the league in
that may
points
have
per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Okay. Yeah, I want man.
The regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're
going to take a timeout.
Contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Lamar.
Caught right side.
And that's rough on the passer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 30.
Did anyone touch him? Did anybody touch him? Nobody touched him! Are you gonna call on that? What was the pen?
So that one will be accepted.
Man, that's bullshit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half,
now that's bullshit. Ref ball.
Onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And
kick is good.
It's good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the
man,
difference
that's bullshit.
on the scoreboard. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
How are you going to call that? How are you going to call that?
Second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
I don't care. We's going to kick their ass now.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kill.
They run. Chubb.
And Chubb
Midfield he goes into
gets
territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, defense. Hurry. Run. Stick, regular.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down.
Chubb,
at the
cracks 100.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The give running right is Chubb. And
Oh,
just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku.
No gain on the play.
The stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see
Caught by Higgins.
The blitz does come. He's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Now they return to the ground game.
He has blockers. What are you doing?
Inside the 10 at the 8.
Batonio!
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Joe Batonio, the fuck you doing?
Attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the
Gain of 2 on the play. 2.
Down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Chubb.
Touchdown, Nick Chubb!
Zone touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Kick is good.
Sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
To give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too.
Yeah.
Executed with great dispatch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this
Ingram.
4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Ingram.
Nope.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. From the 38, Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at
Somebody's got to stop him.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4.
Not quite to the end zone.
5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays.
Jackson fumbles the ball!
I think the Browns got it still.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 17, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The hit comes.
I don't think anyone touched him either. How? Bro, that's like just as bad though.
Late, we saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step.
That's Chubb.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Chubb on the counter.
Chubb getting nowhere.
This play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
This is
the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, watch it. Run.
5 wide. The Browns.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Whether
4th and inches.
West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Mayfield keeps
first down.
And he's taken down at the 43.
Woo!
Before picking up the first.
But he gets it.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Watch safety three. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it this time.
Odell Beckham! Touchdown, Cleveland!
Odell Beckham with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. The Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
They were playing the pass, they were playing the run.
Late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them?
The kick is good.
Are they
Baker's made one mistake that was like, yeah. But Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham.
worried about playoff positioning? Right? Worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hey, it's just playing football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture. in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
This game
and he comes back with one complete.
Could,
70th catch for
unless
him on the
something
year,
crazy
like so many
happens.
others, this goes for a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
Pass broken up.
Complete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd
Nice play,
down.
Denzel.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw
Our
again.
corners are...
Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews.
We are the worst team when it comes to taking away the ball.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Jackson will throw again.
Pass broken up.
Complete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson, he gets it to Brown.
And that's roughing the passer.
It's well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. They'll get it inside the red zone, only for a couple down to the 19. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Hey.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is going to be
Hollywood had it in the end zone, but Denzel Ward.
For it this time doesn't work out.
Pass broken up.
Defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
No.
Now Chubb.
Oh!
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Just 1 yard short.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We're running 3 tight ends.
On 3rd down.
Hilliard gets the first down.
First across midfield to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb.
Chubb!
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
An opening there on that first run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now Chubb running right.
Chubb.
He'll have a first down inside the 10.
Gets down to the 2.
Yards the pick
The
up
2.
there. Move the chains.
Again, idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been...
Touchdown!
This one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And Baker proves who's better between him or Lamar Jackson.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Don't touch the quarterback.
Important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
He did not get that.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
And Hollywood Brown is owning Denzel Ward at this point.
The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
And that's roughing the passer.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Denzel.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, it's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Hollywood almost a touchdown.
Their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Jackson goes down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson.
Ball comes out again.
And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50.
Run, 30, run, big man.
20, 10.
No.
Bring this run back
no.
To the end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hurry. Go get him.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will
Touchdown!
get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles.
51.
The final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
Hey,
I struggle with it.
We were running out the clock.
But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really
The
lost.
Browns crushed the Ravens, 52-17.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
52 points.
Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play.
Only thing they had more than us was rushing yards.
And a different flow.
But we had more takeaways.
So for Cleveland, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And
Lamar cannot stop fumbling.
To take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
And he got 20.
Ravens, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what?
Hey. We are almost there, my friend. Me friend. Next episode's gonna be a bit more weird. You're gonna see some stuff that you are not usually gonna see. But I'm not sure if I want to. So tomorrow's episode will be against the Bungles. Chubb. I will almost guarantee you that Baker was number 2. We clinched the conference with 12 wins. I'm pretty sure Z means clinch conference. Yep, it does. And 12 wins. Our starters will play our offense has just exploded the last 2 weeks. We hit 45 against New England, 49 against the Dolphins, 45 against the Cardinals, and 52 against the Ravens. Hope he needed a big game and he got it. He's third in rushing. Averages the most yard per play. Oh wait, no, that's per game. Oops, my bad. Odell Beckham Jr. Second is Jarvis Landry. He's second in touchdown receptions. .43 touchdown. I don't think it's crazy to think that Baker could have 43. Blaine fucking Gabbert. That's what yards. Okay, out of starting quarterbacks. What's the most completions? Deshaun Kaz. Okay, that'll do for this episode. Hope you had a good one. More of course to come later. Peace.